You know that feeling? You're holding something you just bought, maybe it's a luxury bag or even a bottle of medicine, and you get that little nagging voice in your head. Is this is this actually real? It's a massive global problem. But what if that product could just tell you? What if it could prove its own story right there in your hands? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
So, just how big of a problem are we talking about? Well, look at this number $4.5 trillion. That's the estimated value of the global market for counterfeit goods. This isn't some small time issue. It's a gigantic shadow economy that touches pretty much every single industry you can think of.
And this goes way beyond just lost profits for big brands. Counterfeits destroy trust. And worse, they can be seriously dangerous. I mean, think about fake prescription drugs or faulty airplane parts. This is a full-blown crisis of trust. And honestly, the old-school solutions like flimsy holograms and basic barcodes, they just don't cut it anymore.
So, how in the world do we fight back against a problem this huge? Well, the answer starts with a pretty game-changing idea. What if every single physical item could have its own unique, unhackable digital birth certificate? A one-of-a-kind digital identity that follows it from the moment it's made all the way to you.
The technology that makes this possible is the blockchain. Now, let's just forget all the crypto hype for a second. At its heart, a blockchain is basically a shared digital record book. Once a piece of information is written down, it's sealed forever using cryptography. And because that record book is copied across thousands of computers, no single person can go back and change it. It's permanent, it's transparent, and it's pretty much the perfect tool for creating a product history you can actually trust. Okay, so if the blockchain is the record book, then an NFT, or non-fungible token, is the page in that book for one specific product. The absolute best way to think about it is like a digital passport. You know how your passport is totally unique to you? Well, this NFT is a one-of-a-kind digital token that's tied directly to a single physical item. It proves it's the real deal and tracks its entire life story. So what does this look like in the real world? It's actually incredibly simple. Step 1, a manufacturer registers a new product. Step 2, a unique NFT passport is created or minted for that product on a super secure blockchain. Step 3, a physical tag, like a special QR code, gets attached to the product itself. And finally, step 4, you, the consumer, can scan that tag with your phone and instantly see its entire verified history. Simple as that. Now, this is where the tech stops being just a background security tool and becomes, well, an experience. We're moving way beyond a boring check mark on a screen to something that's interactive and, let's be honest, just really cool. So on the left, you've got yesterday's code, that clunky black and white box that, let's face it, most of us just ignore. But on the right, that's tomorrow's experience. These aren't just QR codes anymore. They're basically scannable works of art. They're infused with the brand's identity, and they're designed to actually make you want to scan them. This is the new front door to a product's true story.
And interacting with it couldn't be easier. You don't need a special app or anything. You just do what you already do 100 times a day. Just point your phone's camera right at that seal.
But instead of just going to some boring web page, you get to watch authenticity literally spring to life, right there in the room with you. And here's the payoff. An augmented reality hologram just appears, giving you this immediate, undeniable confirmation. It's not just some text on a screen. It's a powerful visual moment of verification that builds instant trust and tells you the real story of the item you're holding. Okay, so that AR experience is the magic you see on the surface. But what's the engine underneath the hood that makes it all possible? Let's take a quick peek at the really smart ecosystem running in the background.
What's really interesting here is this partnership between AI and humans. You have AI agents doing all the heavy lifting, like writing the basic code and constantly monitoring the network for threats. But, and this is the important part, when it comes to the really critical decisions, like deploying a new update, actual human operators have the final say. It's the perfect blend of machine efficiency and human judgment. The whole system is also designed to be completely self-sustaining. Every time a transaction happens, a tiny fee is automatically collected and reinvested right back into the network. As you can see here, that money funds everything from security and bug bounties to the AI compute power needed for those cool AR experiences. It's a clever way to ensure the network stays healthy and secure for the long haul. All right, so let's zoom out. This whole thing is about so much more than just stopping fake handbags. This is about building a future where trust is literally baked into the products we use every day, creating a much more transparent and authentic economy for all of us. For businesses, the value here is just crystal clear. We're talking about a massive drop in fraud, up to 40% in some cases. It gives them a tamper-proof, fully auditable record of their products, which makes things like regulatory compliance a breeze. And because the whole system is decentralized, it gets rid of those single points of failure that make old-school databases so vulnerable. It's a win-win-win: security, efficiency, and brand protection all in one package. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What if every single thing we interact with, from the art on our walls to the food we eat to the medicine we take, what if it could tell its own true, verifiable story? This technology is making that world a reality, building a future where trust isn't something we just have to hope for. It's something we can prove.